Alright, sorry that took so long. How's it going, everyone? Hopefully the music is decent. Yeah. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Wednesday stream. I was recording stuff for Patreon, and then I was kind of like, you know what? I don't want to finish up the rest of this stuff, just on stream live with everyone else. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do that. Not try to like rush to the end necessarily. Also, I'm gonna be doing more write-ups and explaining kind of what I'm going for, art-wise. With like my pieces. So I'll be doing more of that as well, not just all video content, stuff like that. So hopefully we can look forward to that. That'd be pretty cool. So this is interesting. So I noticed here that this panel has a transitionary form. It's transitioning them getting some information and essentially them realizing, oh, okay, something's just changed, if you will, and they're about to, you know, get up and leave. I don't think it translates as well if I do it the way I've done it, or I have to think of it differently so it can make sense to me. Yeah, if you guys are new here at all, I'm kind of in the rough drawing phase of the comic now. What is that? Doesn't seem to be anything. Don't know. I'm just gonna turn it off then, since it doesn't do anything. But okay. Let's see here. So, grab this pen. Actually, is the music too loud? I don't know. I'm gonna turn it down just a tad. Like the middle. Then again, it doesn't really reach that high. Maybe it's fine. I'll turn it down a little bit. That way I'm noticeable. Actually, let's see. If I go listen to it and see what it sounds like. I don't think I could even hear it. Anyway. So in order to transition this scene properly, it's more so about the dialogue that's stated and kind of turning the camera. So we know what direction we're in per se, so I have to kind of spin the camera the other direction. Because let's see what the next page tells us is happening. Okay, so they're already kind of making their way towards the door here. What I could do, instead of having it be some sort of medium shot like this is, definitely a medium shot. So I can pull the camera back a little bit further. Just kind of demonstrate the space. Just got the table here, the bar stuff here. What else do we have? Should have here. It's the door. Window should also be here. The angle is off, but I'm not trying to make it perfect. We have several tables. Should just slightly be a walkway through here without like, having to say so. There's a little door over here, kind of, or more sort of walkway that leads to the back. So I essentially need to have them get up and walk away from this area. Alright, so this is my little rough little diagram thingy here. I can still make it a little bit more interesting, like this is kind of at a tilt. I'm gonna try and do something like that. Let me actually erase these guys. I'm gonna just make them like ovals or something. Alright, so go ahead and grab all this. Wrong thing. Let me see this thing. Which axis is it set to? I always wonder why. To the center of rotation, got that. Why doesn't it allow me to smooth very hard? Interesting. Oh well, let's go. So say okay, just so I can cut and paste it onto its own layer. I kind of messed it up a little bit. Yeah. Cancel, undo. Okay, we'll just do it from here. Cut and paste. If I hold shift, I can't just expand this stuff, can I? Seems to be like snapping two things. It's kind of interesting. End up doing something like this, but that's too odd. That could work. A type of crop could work. I'm gonna tilt it a little bit more though. I guess technically a little less. That's decent. Okay. So now what I can do is kind of use this, kind of sketch from it. For example, kind of know where the perspective is going to be, everything. At least to some degree. Oh, pressing the wrong key. Alright, so we need the height for the door. Should be a little bit taller. Alright, these ellipses are actually tables. One of these tables are broken. I think it's this one. I believe the orientation was something like this. So this part's split in half. Table is destroyed over here, I believe. I should just look at the Durin reference. But I'll get back to it. You have all these stools here. All these people are going to be sitting here. I'm gonna probably put some little light off in the distance, like over here, so that we can have that in the ceiling. Alright, so basically I gotta clean this up a little bit, because again, this is gonna be my underdrawing. It's kind of like the philosophy of kind of like what I'm thinking about as I'm building the scene. It's nowhere near like a complete, perfectly, you know, finished drawing or whatever, but there's a lot of my ideas in there. Now we can draw on like character shapes here. It's literally how I draw like a lot of my characters right there. As far as like them being like in a thumbnail. Though this isn't per se a thumbnail, it's more like storyboards. It's like, you know, rough storyboards, actually. I think that'll work better for what I was going for. Actually, it looks a little bit too big here. Okay. Now to fill this scene out a little bit more characters, more props, you know. I'm thinking I'm gonna do that a little smarter. But I already have a bunch of layers. Doesn't matter. It's still better to be organized and kind of separate some things sometimes. Alright, so if these two are sitting here, I'm gonna have the lady who was talking to them sit here. Or more so, because they have to walk towards her in order to do that. Actually, we'll have her sit here. May have to change this around here and there, but it's good to be in the headspace for it. Before stream, I was looking, I could not find. I was looking for my Kira Club book. For some reason, I have not seen it. I'm like, should be pretty easy for me to find real quick. I went to look, and I'm actually looking for it right now. I went to look for it, and I still haven't stumbled upon it. It's really weird, because I don't know, that book was basically a present that I received, and I'm just like, I would have never like claimed it out the book or anything like that. So where is the book? It's quite odd. Now, what did I make this circle for? I don't remember that one. Oh, this over here is a table, which is seems to be at a slightly tilted angle. decent enough for the sketching of things. I do want to put more stuff in there, honestly, but I'll wait. So the previous sketch that I had for this face, it's weird, right? This is what I'm talking about. I like the general expression or feeling this gives off more. Maybe it's because the head is tilted in a different position. Let me turn this off. Where is that? Okay, it's up there. Maybe it's because it's tilted in a different position. But, she feels so much warmer in this picture than I want her to feel. I wonder, what if I just darken the whole eye instead? What happens then? No, that looks weird. Like this face a lot better. Let's see if I can do something with it. Gonna cut and paste. Try and see if we can convert this. See how much we lose. And we lost a lot, didn't we? Jesus. Alright. Undo. Let's try again. Either way, it happens like that, huh? Maybe it's not so far gone that I can't whatchamacallit. like the face so much more now. Nice. Let's see here if I get rid of this underdrawing. Cool. Didn't use. Oh, wrong thing. If I make the layer purple, drop in. Yep. Alright, I like the way that looks a lot. I mean, again, this is just a rough drawing. It's not supposed to be something necessarily finished. Why is that there? Interesting. Let's see here. Yeah, I like her expression here, her intensity a bit in this. Let's see, do I want to add anything to this guy's mouth here? Doesn't look like he's looking where he's supposed to be. Yeah, it's better. Looks pretty cool to me. Time for something to drink. One moment. I really do wonder where that book went, though. but that's okay. I'm gonna find it later. Luckily, I do own each volume of Akira at this point. I've bought certain things. Well, I bought a couple and was gifted the box set joint. It's very amazing. You guys haven't seen the, what is it, the 35th anniversary? 30th anniversary? I forget what it is actually. I think it's the 35th. Or the 30th, I don't remember. But if you guys are a fan of Akira, check out the 30th or 35th anniversary box set edition joint. I think it dropped around 2017-ish. It has like all the volumes printed in their original order. It has the original sound effects. No color like they did in the American version. Just black and white. Each volume is hardcover. It's a really nice box it comes in, something you'll definitely keep them in. And it also comes with the Akira Club art book, which is what I'm looking for. Which is, you know, the only thing. Well, it's a very rare art book at this point. It's an art book specifically for Akira. It's really dope. Oh yeah, here's a page that I worked on previously. Nothing too crazy going on with it. I have a few more things that I want to do with the sketches of it and everything, but for the most part, I think it works for what I needed to do. So, yeah. May adjust it a little bit though, honestly. You know what? I'm about to check through this real quick. So I bought the. This is not. It's not in the collection. Well, it is in the collection, but I didn't buy this volume from the collection, if you will. But anyway, I have volume 4 out. Regardless, I have volume 4 out. And I'm looking at it real quick because I don't know. I think I take a lot of inspiration from Katsuhiro Otomo. Though I don't think a lot of my influences really stand out in my work. My style is definitely an amalgamation of all these different things that I like. And I think this year I'm going to finally start pushing through and trying to force the stuff that I really like more than others to kind of shine through in my style. And I'm going to make sure it mainly works for the story that I'm going for. Because that's very important. Like, I think of, like, how Akira is just one of, you know, Katsuhiro Otomo's books or stories. And how, essentially, Otomo went ahead and, actually, let me look at this real quick. Okay. always have to make sure I know exactly what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna attempt to do. But yeah, Katsuhiro Otomo created Akira, but he also created a bunch of other stories before Akira. The thing that's interesting, or the thing that like shows us he's really, I think, improving, is the fact that he's staying within the genre that kind of like, it's almost like sometimes you don't start off in the genre you want to be in, if you will, like almost like you try out stuff here and there, and then eventually you start leaning into the direction you really want to go into. And I think for Otomo, he had always done things dealing with like military stuff here and there, or nature, you know, what is it called, man versus nature or something like that. That's a type of common theme in a lot of stories. And once he got into the war aspect of things here and there, and he eventually did Domu. I think once he did Domu, it was literally the architect for Akira in a way. There's a lot of things that came before even Domu that he worked on. Once he did Domu, he knew he wanted to do Akira. I think Fireball also happened. But yeah, basically a lot of the same beats, the same type of characters, the same type of suspenseful moments are kind of done a certain way in Akira. And it was kind of like, well, once you know how to do something good, you can do it even better if you pay more attention to it. So if you build a series around all those different things that you feel like you want to talk about, that you have been talking about, you can take the things that you already knew how to do well and do them even better. And that's why I think that's why Akira really works well for Katsuhiro Otomo, because it's just a giant ball of all the different things that I would say influenced him. Things that maybe he'd gone through, the people around him had gone through, the generation before him, the comics and media he checked out, that influenced him, you know? And that's what I see in his work. Just like everybody else's work, I guess, you know? It works that way. But I'm gonna try and essentially dig more into my influences as well. I have a bunch of different movies that I like, and a bunch of movies that I wanted to watch and I haven't watched yet. I think it'd be cool. Alright, shut this now. Okay, so now we need to make a new layer. We're gonna draw on. Actually, before that, I need to make a frame folder. Open this up. It's always giving me the frame divide frame folder. I need the frame divide frame border. That's what I usually use. Yeah. I don't get it, but it's all good. It's not even what I pressed. wonder. I always thought it was interesting when Katsuhiro Otomo would draw his characters um, without like a pupil in their eye. I always thought that was interesting. I was like, wow. He did a lot actually. I don't think a lot of people paid attention, but he did a lot. I kind of always wondered, like, is this supposed to represent a sort of internal focus, even if you're speaking out loud? Because again, it's a lot of scenes where characters don't have their pupils. Like, it's, so he doesn't bother drawing it when the character's small. And he also doesn't bother drawing it when yeah, I'm looking at it now. Interesting. Kay literally doesn't have any pupils for one of these scenes, and then she talks to the girl. Her name was Chiyako or something like that. And she then has pupils. It's interesting. I wonder what denotes having a pupil or not. Again, could definitely be a time-saving type of thing. You know, in order to draw a really good eye with a really good pupil, you have to like literally put it in a certain point of the eyeball, you know. And I guess if the character's really small, having to do that for every single eye could be extra, you know, for that workload. So, yeah. And yet, there's definitely some panels that are big enough to where as though have it. Actually, what I'm noticing actually more is that it's not just that he did it often. He primarily didn't draw characters with pupils in their eyes. Almost like when something serious was gonna happen, that's when you'd see a pupil. Something warranted him wanting to draw that pupil. Like a literal close-up shot or something that had enough space to be big. That could technically have, I could see that having enough of a significance to be able to be given like your character a pupil. Yeah, I see a close-up shot of Kay now, and she's like, yeah, she's very close here. But I swear, I can see other panels, other characters that big who don't have a pupil. It's interesting. think I figured it out. The main time I see him put people's and characters' eyes is when he gives characters an extreme close-up. And that is something he doesn't use as often as other things. He gives people close-ups, but an extreme close-up, no, he doesn't do that much. It's that, and probably the fact that I would say it's the characters who have some sort of, I would say, humanity left in them or something. I don't know. I have to kind of go through it a little bit more, but it's interesting to know that Otomo doesn't actually draw people's eyes like that. It's not a thing he does consistently at all. I've seen about 3 in this volume of about 400 pages. So, alright, 5 now. Six. Uses a lot more towards very dramatic moments, I see. Definitely wonder why. Interesting. But the whole point is for you to have your own meaning, you know? If you have your own meaning, you can kind of, you know, you make up your own rules for how you want to do things. Which tool do I have? Why did it look like that just now? Or I could just... leave it like that for a while. Alright, now speaking of this, right? I don't think I want to do a dead-on shot of this guy's eye just looking straight forward. So I'm going to go ahead and find a reference. in order to make sure things are kind of drawn well. I have to kind of draw a whole face sometimes. Well, most times actually, to be safe. Best to just draw out a whole head. Actually save that. That's the wrong thing. There we go. So I'm gonna have the bar in the background, kind of like here-ish. Not like that per se, but actually. More so like... Actually, that can work. But obviously it's going to be covered if I do it that way. We have like an indication of the window there or something like that. Alright. Alright everyone, this is literally the last page before, well, it's the page before the last page. I think that's pretty dope. We got that far again. Still, again, these are the rough sketches. I'm going to be going over them and make sure they're decent, a lot better than what they are now, before I move on to doing essentially the traditional phase where, you know, I use these things as under drawings or guides or blueprints for what I'm going to do in the end. Really like the way this page turned out for that part of the phase. I think this will definitely inspire me to create a really dope page based off of it and everything. And yeah, I like this as well. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that process, or that part of the process. Since we have a day in between, the next day we'll stream. I'll probably have this part done. I will probably go over the flow and everything, and also the sound effects and whatnot that I'm going to choose for each page. So I'll be working on that tomorrow or so, and that way that'll go up for Patreon eventually, for Patreon content. But then again on Friday we'll stream and we'll be working on looking over the chapter a little bit, and then if I have things set up well enough, I will go ahead right into doing traditional, sharpening all my pencils and getting all my lead, you know, and all my erasers ready to go and whatnot like that. So yeah, if you guys enjoy the content that I'm putting up, as far as, you know, showing you guys the process of me working on my comic, The Divinity, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I do this every Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys are free and available, come through, come hang out, ask questions, or just draw along with me. That's dope. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Friday. Also, if you guys check out webtoon content, check out my comic, The Divinity, on webtoon. If it's not linked in the YouTube, I'm going to link all of it later, but I don't believe it's too hard to find. Just type in The Divinity into the webtoon chat, the webtoon search bar. Should be able to find it pretty easily, I believe. But probably next stream I'll have all the things you guys need available in the description of the video, more so than I have now. Yeah, thanks so much for your time, everyone. I'll see you guys on Friday. Peace, everyone.